So I got asked recently, how do I get more followers on Instagram for my equine business? And I thought, this is quite a good question, and it's a question that I've had more than once. So I thought I needed to come and make a little video, especially for you guys. So welcome. If you are new to me, my name is Jenny Bush, also known as the Equine Business Assistant, and I've been helping equine business owners to harness the power of the internet and also to grow their businesses since 2018. So my number one hack for getting more followers on your Instagram is to make sure that you have definitely utilized your existing audiences. So where are you currently showing up? Do you have a Pinterest account? Do you have a Facebook account? Do you have an email address, business page? Wherever it is that you've already got some audiences, cross promote and tell them that you're on Instagram. So make sure it's in your email signature. Make sure you possibly even invite your current clients, send them a little message and just go, I'm on Instagram, I'm trying to grow my account, would you consider following me if you're on Instagram? Ask your clients, are you on Instagram? If you're on Instagram, you get a feature called QR code. Now if you click on that, that will give you a little code that you can then get somebody else to scan, and they can follow you straight away without having to put in your details. You can use that as a picture, you can put it on your business cards, you can put it anywhere that you're out and about with your business. So if you're a riding instructor or CEO or something, and you can go and say, are you following me? And then you can just pull up that QR code, get them to follow you really easily. Now the other thing that's quite important about asking them to do that is to give them a reason. So why should people follow you on Instagram? Why should they follow you on Instagram? So that kind of ties into number two. So when you're inviting people to follow you, say, I'll be sharing about my clinics, I'll be sharing about where I'm at, I'll be sharing some tips on there that will really help you, and I think that your horse could benefit from that, for example. Give them a reason to make them excited about following you, and then make sure that you commit to creating content around what it is that they're interested in. So do your research, do your vetting. One of the things that I always walk my clients through is going through a Vet the Arena process, where we look at clients and customers and we look at our competitors, and we make sure that we've got everything in place so that you can actually see how you stand out. You can stand out online in whatever way that you need to. And you're aware of what people like. Just go and have a look on the insights. So head to insights, see what people are already liking, and then you can see, okay, what content did they like? What have I posted this week? And then create more of that. Create more of that. And then each week, if you've looked at what's working, created more of that for your clients, next week you can look again and you say, okay, what worked? Make it better, make it better, make it better. And that will have a snowball effect on your business. Number three is to give and take. Now, so often I see people, they want to grow on Instagram, but they're not prepared to do the legwork. They're not prepared to put the work in. They're not responding to comments. Like, they're not even doing something simple. It's like when somebody actually engages, they're not giving and taking. They're not going to other people's accounts and following them back. They're not sending them little direct messages to say, thank you for following me. They're not going and finding like influencers who have already got their clients and go and like their posts and then see who's following them and go and connect with them. And that would be my next tip, is to actually go and do that. So grab your Instagram, spend 5-10 minutes, set your timer. Always a fan of timer. Put your timer on. So I'm just going to take 10 minutes to just go and find somebody, and I'm going to go and make some connections. So all you've got to do is look up somebody who's doing well on Instagram. Ideally, they've got quite a lot of followers, and then you can go to followers, and from that followers, you can then look at who's following them, and just take some time out to look and think, okay, is that somebody that I would like to follow? Is that somebody who fits into my ideal client base? And then just go and give them some love. You will get in front of people who didn't even know that you existed. So it's a very simple strategy, but it works. It's very effective. So make sure you're giving and taking. Tip number 4 is to utilize the current features. Now, Instagram is always updating. There will always be something new. They're always tweaking it and coming up with new ideas. So what is their latest, greatest current feature? So at the moment, they're still really pushing Reels. So if you can, try and use them in a way that's going to work for your business. Now, not in a way that you're desperately trying to go viral, or you're creating posts that just because people like them, they've got to be relevant to your ideal followers. Again, go back to your vetting. What are your followers liking? Create things around that and actually utilize what Instagram are pushing. They're constantly changing the playing field and the arena, so make sure you're doing that. Tip number 5 is to make sure that you consistently schedule and you've got some consistency. Now, when I talk about consistency, I'm not saying you need to post every single day. You post what suits you, but try and have a little bit of consistency going on, because when Instagram's thinking you're using the platform regularly, it's more likely to post to push you out in front of your ideal people. So if you are able to post once a week, great. If you're able to post twice a week, great. 3 times a week, 5 times, 7, 12, 14, whatever it works for you. Work out what is a doable schedule and then get that stuff scheduled in. And you can schedule onto Instagram. And actually, if you've got a business account or a creator account, which if you're running an equine business, make sure that you've got that level of account because you get the insights. But also when you've got that level of professional account, people are more likely to see you. And whatever you do, don't make it private. Consistency in your content. You want people to know that it's you every single time you post. So try and get some consistency in your branding, in your colors, in the things that you post. And the times that you post, and you can create a really lovely feed very simply by getting some consistency in the content. So make sure you're also talking about similar things. You're talking about the same thing regularly, things that people actually need. And in particular, if you are creating reels and things like that, try and have consistency in regards to how long, like when you look and see which videos do well and get the most reactions and reach and engagement, actually look at that and go, okay, I need to keep under 10 seconds, or I need to keep to 25 seconds or whatever, and keep that consistent as well, because consistency in your content will really pay off. Number 7 is to make sure that you've got content that covers all the bases and ups the pace. And when I talk about pace content, I talk about content that promotes your offers and what you do, content that shows you as an authority and helps to educate people as to why they need to consider buying or working with you. Content that also connects to people, so makes them smile, makes them connect emotionally, makes them go, oh my gosh, that's so true. So like me, those sorts of things where sometimes you need to be a little bit vulnerable perhaps, but things that will actually connect and get a response. Content that endorses and proves to people that you are someone that's worthy to be trusted, that you have actually got results, or you do deliver on your promises. So keeping those things will really, really make a difference in your content. Tip number 8 is to optimize your bio. Right, really go and take a moment, go and have a look at your bio. So go and have a look at your bio and just make sure that it stands out for all the right reasons. Using emojis is a really great way to break things up. Make sure you're actually using the link. And then above the link, you want to draw people into the link, but give them a really sexy reason to click on that link. Like telling people to go there for updates, they're probably like, well, why do I want updates? You can probably post here. Actually give them something for clicking on it. Make it appealing. So think about how you can do that. Also make sure that in your bio you are including keywords that are searchable. So a lot of the time put your name, what people are searching for. So don't just choose any other name. So I'm a business coach, so I'll often put business coach or equine business coach, but you are limited on what you can actually put in there. So my name at the moment is just Jenny Bush Business Coach. So straight away when people come to me, they know that I coach entrepreneurs, I coach business. Then give them some really good value as to why they should follow you. So like I've said, I help entrepreneurs build stable foundations and elevate results without it feeling like a wild horse, like the business feeling like a wild horse, because that's kind of something that I talk about a lot. And then I've got my boot camp at the moment, is the only link that's in there, because also you can put like a link tree, but try and keep your links very, very particular and only give people a couple. If there's too many options, I've learned this the hard way, if there's too many options in that link tree, they won't know which one to click. So make sure that you're actually putting things that are really relevant and are going to either help people to make that decision to work with you or book or buy, or it's going to be something that's going to help to nurture them to the position where they're ready to book or buy. So tip number 9 is to have a content strategy that hooks people, gives a bit of value, and then a call to action. And call to action could be really simple things. Follow me, make sure you're following me. That's a call to action. Send me a message. That's a call to action. Click on the link in my bio and then give them the bio, like give them your username at Equine Business Assistant, because that makes it easier to click. You've got the first 2 lines to grab the attention in the copy, and you want to be able to draw them down and to read the whole thing. So make sure that there's a really good headline or hook that's going to get them to read. Then add your value in, break it up as much as you can with emojis, so it's not a massive chunk of text. It's really hard to read if it is. And then give the call to action. Leave me a comment. Go like my page. Go follow me. Here's my the link is in my bio. Do you agree? Yes or no? You make it really easy. And if you're looking to get more connection and more engagement, really make it easy to answer. Like some of these call to actions, really make them super simple. Sometimes people are in that space where they're just not sure what to say. So make it really easy for them. And then tip number 10 is to keep patience and know that you're making progress. Perfection is not something that you're going to achieve straight away. On Instagram, you've just got to keep thinking, I'm doing better than I was the day after, the day after. And Instagram followers can be really tricky. I'm going to be honest with you. There's a lot of people on YouTube that will say, oh, do this and you'll gain 1,000 followers, and do this and you'll get to 10K. Probably won't work. Okay, not unless you've got hours and hours and what you teach is something really general or broad, or you're teaching social media, right? If you want to really grow and get genuine followers who are likely to become clients and they're likely to buy from you and they're likely to move the needle, just really focus on getting this strategy nailed, getting all those 10 steps nailed for you, and know that sometimes they'll come in a big, I often find with Instagram, I get a massive spike of followers, and then I'll have a month where I'm just like ticking over. It can be hit or miss, but make sure that you are creating that. Now, here's my last little tip for you. It's about hashtags, because hashtags are how Instagram index things. It's kind of like a way of searching and helping people to see what they already like. So a lot of people get their knickers in a twist about hashtags, and I want to let you know a couple of secrets. Actually, I've just gone and checked my insights on my Instagram, and you'll be pleased to know that some of my best reaching posts had no hashtags at all. So yes, do your hashtag research, spend some time, get some bundles, look at what the current recommendations are, because it changes. When we first started, it was like 30, then it went down to 3 to 5. Now they're saying it's 12 to 25. Do you know what? None of that matters. Everything works and it doesn't. So just find hashtags that are suitable for you. Make sure it's really relevant to the content and specifically to the photo that you've included in the content, because that's what shows up. So if you've got a picture of, I don't know, you riding a horse in a wedding dress, and yet you've put business tips, yeah, it's not going to rank there, and so it could actually be harming your reach by doing so. So make sure that even if you use just a couple, make sure they're actually relevant to you. You can follow me at Equine Business Assistant on Instagram, but also if you would like to grab my free Equine Business Planner, I'm going to drop the links in the description. So go and grab that now, and I will see you on the next video. Stay tuned. Bye. Try not to do too much giving, or like you is to have a bit of a content. Hook number 9. Pardon me. I'm hoping that I can edit this really well. Okay. And then content that endorses and shows that you are and content So I hope you found these tips useful. Please do let me know, like and subscribe. I would love to make sure that I'm supporting more people just like you. Little bonus tip is to go and look at what people are currently sharing, what they are reposting, what they're engaging with, and create some of that. If it's working well for somebody else, you can create something very similar, inspired by that, and it'll probably work for you.